Okay, this 2004 Dodge Dakota V6 plain Jane truck needs a heater core. I'm going to try to be doing this. It's a 5-speed, so I don't have some of the problems that the automatics had. But first thing I want to point out is make sure you remove the negative terminal from the battery before you really start much of this kind of stuff. Especially in there in the dash, going to be pulling out I think I got to disconnect some of the airbag wiring, drop the steering column, that sort of stuff. So I don't want none of those things going off in the face. I got a couple. I watched some videos on this. I know there's a couple others out there, but hopefully this will help somebody. I don't know. We got some 11 millimeter nuts here on the firewall. Right down here. Well, shoot, can't see it. There's one of them. There's one back there, and there's another one over there beside the hoses, two radiator hoses, whatever, or yeah, antifreeze hoses, whatever you want to call it. And the worst one to get to is not too bad for me because I don't have the dipstick in the way, and it's a V6. The one that's back down here. So that's not too bad for me. Yay me for a change. So, and I'm going to try. I've read posts of people said that you can do it without having the air conditioning system evacuated and all that. So I'm going to try to do it without evacuating it. It looks like I can take this dryer, or whatever this thing is here, accumulator, I'm not sure what it's called, loose from the bracket, and I got a decent amount of slack in this hose. I'm not recommending this to anybody. It's just this is how I'm going to try to do it. Your best bet is probably to go to the shop, have them evacuate your AC unit system, and do it that way. It's probably the safest way. Okay, so we're back again. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is going to work, but I disconnected this bracket from the firewall. Got two 11 millimeter nuts on it. Took them loose right here. Pulled that down, unbolted the dryer, whatever this thing is. Unbolted it from this bracket, took the bracket off. Of course, I popped off all those 11 millimeter nuts that was holding this box into the firewall. Took loose the two coolant lines and propped them up here so we didn't lose any more coolant than I had to. I put a catch pan underneath to catch all what little bit did come out. I pulled the inside. I've taken and pulled the black box loose from the dash, and I've got it back as far as I can get it. So I've got a screw here, a couple screws back in here, a bunch of them around here, a couple over here on this side. I may have to wiggle things around. Some here. Here's one. There's a couple. Looks like there's about 100 of them around this thing. They didn't want to go anywhere. A couple over here. Hopefully there's none underneath. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to pull off, let's see, a motor over here. Hopefully it only goes back one way. And that goes a motor down here. It's got to come off, maybe. And this one probably does not. Maybe. But this is much. There you go. Flips down. This is as much to help me put this thing back together, just to maybe save somebody a trip to the AC store or the mechanic to get the refrigerant drawn off. Alright, I'll start taking this stuff loose and see what we get. Alright, quick little update. Just found out that this little box that was setting up here, take a couple of screws out on the sides and around different areas on here. Around the back, there's like two more. this little thing pops off and kind of gets out of the way. I had to take out 2 screws here to release this bracket because I couldn't really reach this. Release this bracket, so I couldn't release the plug. But that lets me get to these other screws a little better because there's one way back down in here. Kind of hard to see. I got my little helper with me today. Say hi, Peppy. Say hi to the YouTube people. Say hi, Peppy. You like working, don't you? You like working on stuff, don't you? You help, huh? You helping? Are you helping, buddy? See, yep, I'm a big help. I drag off stuff. Tools, rags. Sniff, sniff. Anything interesting in there? Did you find the peanuts yet? Whatever else under that seat? French fries, crumbs. Yeah, you clean it all up, buddy. Clean it all up. Oh, yeah? Well, okay. Alright, now I'll take this little motor off. It's got a pin up here that connects on this little linkage arm. It goes over a pin right back here. Got a pin. Watch it fall off or get the light. Got 2 little pins down there that we're adding. Looks like maybe like a cam. Some type of cam system. I hear you, Peppy. You want out, don't you? You always want something. Okay, this one rides in a little cam up inside here. I'm sure all this is going to fall apart and end up on the floor. Hopefully it only goes one way. I'll see. Alright, hang on a minute, Mr. Impatient. Okay, so that is all. Yeah? What do you want? You sure are impatient, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna let this dog out. Okay. Okay, got Mr. Needy outside. Little Peppy. And there's all these cams and things that works the doors. Hopefully they'll stay just like they are. This little cam wheel's got stuff on both sides. Oh, great. I hope it only went one way. Don't look like it goes only one way. It looks like it can go any way. Guess this will be one of them refer back to the video type of things. Yay. Dang it. Didn't really want that to happen. Alright, there's another motor down there. I think I gotta take it loose. Let's see. See if we can get here. One more screw. Zoom out a little bit. Okay. That one just pops in there. I wonder what that controls. I don't see. Oh, that's probably this. Might be this top one. Let's see if it moves when I. Nope. Oh, great. Let's see. If I can see anything. Okay, it's got a little stop on it. And that little stop is all the way against this little indentation right here. All the way to, I guess that's counterclockwise. Hope so. Ugh. Maybe I'll put a little Sharpie mark on that. Alright, I'll try putting a little Sharpie mark to indicate the top. Maybe that'll work. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but it's there. All right. Now, with a little luck, this lid ought to come off unless I missed some screws somewhere. It looks like I'm going to have to take this linkage screw loose right here in order to get that to lift up. Man, what a lot of little parts. What a there's something holding it somewhere. Turns out there's some really sticky adhesive on this foam gasket right here that goes up to the firewall there, and where the AC inlet comes in on the back side. That's what was holding it. Almost. Probably I'll just take a sawzall and cut right through here, back through here, reseal it with some Gorilla Glue and call it good. And that's so close. So close. If I trim this little piece off just a little bit, I think I can get it to clear. Almost it. Damn plug on the motor, that's what was holding me. I bet you that's what was holding me. Alright. Okay, remember that. Unplug the motor. Alright, so because I was not thinking quite through and didn't unhook the motor and whatever motor wire and whatever that thing is, some kind of, I don't know if that's a temperature control center, I don't know. I couldn't get that unplugged from underneath, so I just popped the wire harness out of these little, out of the top, had these little mounting plugs on there. Popped them loose, stood the top up over here out of my way. Now I got to deal with this little dude right here. I think it's got some clips on it. One here on the side. I don't know what. one on the top, one down here on this side. Push on that. Right on that. Pop on that, pull that out. Okay. There's that piece. Lay him off to the side. Hopefully we won't forget that. Pull that out. There is the core, and I do see coolant down in there, so just a little tiny bit. This was just fogging up the windshield a little bit. It hadn't blowed out or anything yet. So here's that sticky pad that was keeping me tight. I thought I had extra screws or something in it. Like I said, I was being extra careful not to break nothing, so I'm gonna try to peel this back, pull it off, and hopefully not forget it. Don't let me forget that. Y'all remind me. Find a block of some sort, and there it comes. Yeah, that thing is just a tiny bit weeping, but I could smell it. This thing's still got antifreeze in it, so I'm gonna have to take it out and dump it in the pan. I'll give you new tubes, but I guess you really don't need them. Got one little T25 screw. Hold it in there. Got O-rings on there. Nice to have new ones, but I don't. Hopefully these are in good shape. Hope that's not where the leak was. That would really suck. Out with the old, in with the new. But anyway, that sums it up. It can be done without draining the AC system, because I did it. I'm gonna clean out this little tiny bit of antifreeze in there. Maybe get some of this bugs out and stuff, and start putting it back together. So pretty much just in reverse. I did trim that little piece of plastic off this top where it was hitting over here, but I'm not so sure that those wires that I forgot to unhook or maybe what was holding me up. So better luck to you guys. Now you know what not to do. Okay, there we go. New heater core installed. Foam pad's back on. Thank y'all for not letting me forget that. This foam pad's still back here. I couldn't take it off, just had to take it loose from the top. Next is just the reverse. Try not to have any leftover screws. That's always a good thing. Sometimes there's a few that get left out on purpose, but I don't know. This wasn't horrible. Not horrible. Not quite as bad as what I was expecting, but it takes a lot of time to make these videos too. I just realized that. So I hope y'all appreciate it. If you do, give it a thumbs up and all that good stuff. You can subscribe if you want, but that might help me out. Might encourage me to do more. Let me know in the comments below. The replacement I got was a Spectra, I believe. Got it from Amazon. There it is, Spectra Premium 93022. It does not come with the pipes. You have to reuse your pipes. Okay, a few pointers I just realized here going when everything's going back together. And it took me a couple minutes of wiggling and working to get the thing back in there, but it went down okay. But you unhook the various wires and what have you, you'll be all right. All right, there we have it. Everything back together as it's supposed to be. Yep, finally. And it took a couple hours, maybe 5 or 6, 4 or 5, I don't know. First time ever doing it, trying to do something different, trying to save from having to evacuate the AC, and it worked. So I'm not recommending this to anybody, just suggesting that, just showing that it can be done. Because there may be some dangers of, I don't know, maybe them lines could pop loose with a high pressure on or something and hurt somebody, hurt me, whatever. It could happen, I guess, but they don't pop off going down the road, so I figured they was fairly secure. But I'm not an expert, just shade tree mechanic, passing on some info. Nobody I've seen made a video showing it done without draining the AC. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what you think. Later.